Hello guys, what is up? It is Minecraft Bros back here once again, and I have an awesome $2,000 PC build. This actually ran me right at about, I think it was like $1,700, but you can obviously, if you do have $2,000 budget, you can add on some stuff, which is pretty darn cool. So let's get started. Alright, so for the CPU, we have the Intel Core i7-4790K. And this is overclockable up to 4.8 gigahertz. Right now, this is currently clocked at 3.5 gigahertz. This is going to be running you in right at about $330. Now, there is another CPU that I would recommend, and that is the i5-4690K. This is still a very, very good processor, and that's actually what I would recommend if you are on a lower budget. That's only going to be running you in right at about $240. Next, for the GPU, we have the Zotac GeForce 780 Ti overclocked, 3 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM added onto that, 384 bits PCI Express 3.0, running in right at about $662. Now, this is a bit on the expensive side, and this is actually one of the most expensive parts in the build. But the thing I like about the Zotac is, one, it's got really nice red LEDs. Two, it's got very, very good fans on it, so you don't have to use water cooling just yet. And three, it's just overall a very fast card with about 2,800 CUDA cores. That's insane. So that's going to be the GPU. I also have a cheaper GPU, and that is the EVGA GeForce GTX 660, or 660 for the Win Edition. It's going to be running you in right at about $200. It's still very good. It's got about 1,000 CUDA cores, I'd love to say. And it's still a very, very good card, maxing out Minecraft and a lot of other games at just really good settings. Next, for the RAM, we have the Corsair Vengeance Pro Red Edition. That's why it's Pro. It's got red on it. This is going to be 16 gigabytes or 2 times 8 gigabyte DIMMs. So that's 2 sticks of RAM, each of them being 8 gigabytes. So you can take out one for some reason. And that's going to be DDR3, 2133 megahertz. You can also get it a little bit cheaper for, I think it was like $130 if you want like 1800 megahertz, but 2133 megahertz is very, very good for this price range of $174. Sorry by the way, a little technical difficulty. Now, for the PSU, we have the Corsair RM 850 watt 80 plus bronze certified. Going to be running you in right at about $120. This is a little bit more than what you really need for this computer, but if you would like to add on, say a brand new processor, or a new graphics card, or maybe you'd like to run 2 780s in SLI mode, this is going to be able to support that. So, yeah, and it's 80 plus bronze, so it's going to save you a little bit on your power supply, and your utilities for your house. So that's awesome. It's going to be running you in right about $120. Very, very cheap and nice. Now, what we have for the hard drive, we have a Seagate Barracuda 2 terabyte, sorry about that, HDD SATA at 6 gigabits per second. It's a little bit on the slower side at 7,200 RPM, but it's still very fast for its price range of $80, and it is 2 terabytes. You can get one for $50, which is 1 terabyte, but I'd recommend 2 terabytes because this is going to be used for like editing and very intense gaming. So you're going to want a little bit of extra for your storage. Next, what we have for the motherboard, we have the MSI ATX DDR3 Z600 LGA 1150 socket. The 1150A socket is what the i7 currently uses, and this is a Z97 motherboard, and it does have SLI support up to 3 graphics cards. I repeat, 3 graphics cards. Mind you that the graphics cards have to be the exact same model and make for this to work. And you might have to get an IV bridge. This is only going to be running you in at right about $130, which is very good for this price range. For Z97, I usually find them for like around $200, but that's just a little too much. Next, what we have for the case, we have the Corsair Graphite Series 230 Plus, black with window. It's actually a mid-tower, and it's a compact mid-tower, but this is still very good and upgradable. You can put new parts in, per se, and this does, I think, support up to 5 3.5-inch drives, or I think it's like 3 2.5-inch SSDs altogether. Right, you end right about $70. This is a very good case. The flow is very good. I can't show it to you, but I do recommend this case to a lot of the friends of mine that I do talk to. They're like, dude, I want to build a case. I want to build a PC. Can you recommend any cases? And this is the one I'd recommend because it is the cheapest for its price point. Next, for the disc drive, we have a DVD drive. It's about $20. You can find an Asus edition for like 26. It's not very. It's a very, very important. Actually, this is how you would be installing your Windows and all that. So I would definitely recommend you get it because this case does not come with it. Mind you, it's very easy to install, and it's just very good for its price. They do have a DVD Blu-ray edition, so if you're going to be like watching movies or downloading things in Blu-ray, then you can also do that, but it's going to be about $40 to $70 depending on what you get. Next, what we have for the mouse pad, we just have a Razer standard mouse pad. It's nothing too special, it's just a regular mouse pad with the Razer logo on it, so you can, if this one's optional, it's only about $22. I'd always recommend it. And last but not least, for the monitor, we have the Asus, or Asus, however you like to say it, VG248QE. That's actually the model name. It's 24-inch with a backlit, so like you'd see a monitor, you'd be looking at it, and then in the back of the monitor there can be LEDs of any color of your choice. This does have 144 megahertz refresh rate and a 1 millisecond response time, so this is very good for its price range of $264. Now, if you already have mouse, keyboard, mouse pad, and monitor, you can knock off, I think it's about like $400 right there. And lastly, we have an SSD. I actually forgot that it was even on paper. We have a PNY XLR8 SATA 120 gigabyte 2.5-inch SSD, and it's very, very fast for 120 megabyte. You can actually get a or gigabyte, sorry. You can actually get a 250 gigabyte edition for $100. It's only about $30 more, so you can really pick which one you want. Overall, that's going to be $69.99 for the SSD. Overall, like I said, with the monitor and all that, it's going to be around $2,000. Very good setup. You can also include like LEDs and stuff for your case. Alright guys, I hope you did enjoy. And yes, I was just recording a video for you guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy. And I hope to see you guys in the future. Bye.